Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing the final episode of Doctor Who Season 1, Series 14, Empire of Death. And, unfortunately, this is a very lackluster finale. I did like the first half, I was really enjoying it, but by the time we got to the second half, kind of fell apart, unfortunately, for me. I will say, I really did like how this episode started. It was so good. The just idea of the Sutekh planting this person all throughout the time and space, wherever the Doctor visited, and brought the sands of death. That was so cool to actually see it, and it made a lot of sense of why we've seen this woman pop up in the Doctor's timeline so much. And I really just like how that brought up so much with the Doctor that they brought death. They had all this wonderful adventures, but it brought such a darkness, and we really get to see how much the sand has affected so many people throughout the cosmos, and I would have liked to see a lot more of that. We just got planets mentioned. So that was great. I also did like Sutekh's design. I didn't really mention it, I don't think, too much last week. The VFX on Sutekh are phenomenal, especially in the Vortex. That was great. And I really just like that defeated tone. And yes, you kind of know all these deaths are gonna be, undone. It's just Doctor Who. But I do think that Sutekh was way too easily defeated. I think I did like that final confrontation between the Doctor and Sutekh, but it was kind of hilarious that they just put this kind of, time leash on him and just flew him throughout the Vortex and then he got destroyed. Kind of hilarious. But I still think there was a lot of good in that. I still think it was engaging. I did absolutely kind of enjoy it, but I think if you had too high expectations, you're probably going to be left disappointed with all of it. But I gotta say also, Mel. This is a great episode with Mel in it. I think it really kind of shows what this character can be, and I hope they're back in the future. I think they're great to see more Mel. Now, I gotta say, probably the problem with this episode, the biggest thing that I think is gonna be a disappointment for so many people, I've already seen it, is Ruby's mom. They did finally answer that question, and unfortunately, boy, leaves a lot more desired, even though I'm kind of relieved, and I'll explain. It was kind of revealed, of course, that Ruby's mom is just ordinary. No special powers, no nothing. And I am relieved because it's kind of nice to not have this kind of special thing, even though you kind of think there's still something going on with Ruby. Maybe. I like that. It feels very normal, and it just kind of doesn't build up to, something even more grand. But yeah, after, all this build up and all of this anticipation throughout this, episodes, wow. Yeah. Really disappointing. But of course, like in the second episode, he shouldn't have been there. That makes sense because it wasn't really this grandiose thing. It was just Sutekh on the TARDIS. Okay, we get that. But kind of stupid even that why was her mother was just wearing this cloak. But she was just pointing to, the Ruby Road sign. Really? Yeah, that part kind of really brought down this episode. Because I was really enjoying it, even if the kind of, plot holy writing kind of problems kind of existed toward the finale of, the resolution of the Sutekh. But wow, yeah, a finale in 2 parts. I did really enjoy parts of it. I really think I like the idea of that, how defeated the Doctor can get. I do like the memory TARDIS, by the way. That's great. I wish we saw more Tales of the TARDIS here in the States, but of course we didn't. There's a lot of fun little Easter eggs, and it was kind of fun trying to catch them all. But yeah, kind of a lackluster way to end this season of Doctor Who. I still liked it, but it's definitely not perfect, and I would have liked just a little bit more. But yeah, what do you all think of this episode? Let me know in the comments below, because I really think this is going to be an episode that will divide a lot of people, but probably it's just because of that big reveal with Ruby's mom. Because yeah, not great. But I do like that it's just ordinary, because it doesn't build up to something, but, still, kind of a disappointment. But yeah, I would still say this episode, I don't really do ratings if anyone's seen it, but to me, this episode is that kind of 6 to 7 out of 10, that kind of episode. But, let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.